sharpens iron every day. That's what they say. Now that's what men do. Who the hell been fooling you? Said we give back, extend an olive branch, and we breathe life. I'm my brother's keeper. That's the way we live life. Iron sharpens iron every day. That's what they say. Now that's what men do. Who the hell been fooling you? Said we give back, extend an olive branch, and we breathe life. I'm my brother's keeper. That's the way we live life. Yeah. Wake up.
My name is Deatron Lee, convicted of murder in 1997. Started out at Wabash, from Wabash to Newcastle, Newcastle to CIC, from CIC to Miami. I got out, I was released from the South Bend Reentry Center on September 28th of 2020. We went from wearing the exact same type of jumpsuit, you know, 3 to 4 or 5 of them, to, you know, wearing our own clothes. And the officers were in their own clothes too, so you don't know who's who. You know, you looking at an officer, he could be an inmate or you don't know what he is. About my 3rd day there, Granger Church had brought, you know, they came in, somebody, a representative from Granger Church. Her name is Gina. She came in and she needed help. They have unload things at the church, like, you know, just things for like soap and shampoo, essentials. And so Bowen and his assistant came by asking anybody if they could help her unload anything. So he came and asked me, do you want to go help unload products at Granger Church? And yeah, I'll help. You know, I was in the middle of buffing floors. So myself and 2 other guys, we left. We went outside, and as soon as I made it outside, Gina came back. You know, she went to her car, came back, and she had a tray with Starbucks coffee. And, you know, coming from a prison, you kind of like, you know, I don't want to touch that, you know. Am I going to get in trouble? But yeah, it was an experience. And then, you know, she let us get inside her personal vehicle, and that's another thing. I'm used to riding. If I go anywhere, it's in a white van behind a cage with shackles and stuff on. So it's completely different. I mean, it's someone who actually trusts us, you know, without even knowing me. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for 3 days and you trust me. And that feels good. The very first thing I did when I was there was I had signed up for Ivy Tech, for a welding course at Ivy Tech. It was only a 2-week course for American Welding Society, AWS, 1G certification. I ended up receiving a 2G certification. But once I got there and I started liking it, you know, I always wanted to learn how to weld. So by going to Ivy Tech, that gave me the opportunity to, you know, learn welding. By the time I got done with that welding course, I ended up getting a job at the South Bend Club. I had to start off, you know, small and work your way up. And once the season was over with, there was an opportunity that came around for Elkhart Plastics, the one in Middlebury, Indiana. And I ended up getting a job there, and I was working in the mold shop, building new and repairing old molds. So that was a learning process, but it gave me more experience. You're gonna make money. They take money, but you're gonna make money. You have to, that's part of paying bills. That money has to go somewhere. It's a percentage of your check that they take to pretty much keep the lights on there at that facility, and that's understandable. But the rest of that money is teaching you how to save. You have to fill out to get maybe $100 or so, however much you want, but it's every 2 weeks. So the rest of your money goes into a savings. You get that when you get out. And if you're working a decent job, you know, that adds up for 20 months, 17 months. that adds up, and you're gonna walk out of that facility with a nice check. My credit right now, thankful for the facility because I stepped out with a nice little bank account. So my credit right now is 725, and I haven't. I just started that in June of last year. I mean, when I first got out, I went to go get a car. I used my father as a co-signer. So I went to go get a car, and the guy asked me, he went and did a credit check. I knew, So he did a credit check, and he came back, and he said, he put the pen and the pad down. He said, how does someone have 0 credit? And I said, is that bad? And he said, well, it's not good. But no, it's not bad. Most people are in the negative, or up or, positive or negative. How do you have 0? And, he said, you must pay for everything with cash, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, take advantage of it. I mean, you're going to step out of that facility way ahead of people. Just take advantage of any program that's available, even if it's still within the higher, facilities. If you have an opportunity, take advantage of that. If you have an opportunity to go to the South Bend Reentry Center, go. Take advantage of it. They have many things. We actually volunteered at many places. David's Courage, we went to the South Bend Civic Theater, which allowed everything else to take place with the plays that we did, and also interacting with people. It's countless things that you can do there. Ward and Bowen, they actually help you try to find jobs and help get back on your feet, versus other institutions, it's more designed to keep you there. Once I made it to the reentry center, it was the complete opposite. It was, we have this for you, we have this available, we have Ivy Tech, we have other programs available. And so I took advantage of it. If you have an opportunity to go and be a part of that, then do it, because I went in with an open mind. The first thing that came to my mind was, okay, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna see what it's like, with no expectations. When I got there, I realized, okay, it's a process. So a lot of people come in there and they're going to be a little frustrated because they can't come straight in and go straight to work. It doesn't work like that. You have to come in there and you actually have to prove yourself first. I mean, they already selected you, so that's a starting point right there. I was one of those people wondering if I was ever going to make it out, even though I did have an out date. Some guys don't, and my heart goes out to them. But the ones who do have an out date, take advantage of it, look forward, prepare, and have fun. It gives you something to strive for. Being at that reentry center has given me the opportunity to get out and just hit the ground running, be ahead. A lot of guys, before they leave that facility, they don't realize that they're already ahead of a lot of people that's out here who's never been incarcerated. So you're given a wonderful opportunity. Take advantage of it, because you're gonna walk out of there with easily 10 grand in your pocket. It's a lot safer. As you know, anywhere you go, you're gonna have a few bad seeds, but they kind of weed it out of there. They analyze everyone that come in there. One of his assistant superintendents, she came to me one day and we were just talking, general conversation, and she said that we can pretty much tell your character by who you surround yourself with. And that kind of stuck with me. And it's something that, okay, who am I gonna surround myself with? Am I gonna it starts here at the reentry center. Am I gonna surround myself with people with the same interests as myself, or am I gonna surround myself with the people who are basically heading in a different direction? I don't wanna go backwards. I'm trying to move forward.